Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'll be demonstrating a comprehensive customer churn prediction application that uses machine learning and data science to solve a critical business problem. So this is an end-to-end application featuring an interactive analytical dashboard along with real-time prediction capabilities and data visualization built entirely with Python and modern web technologies. So let's begin with the problem statement. Before we jump into the demo, let's talk about why this matters. So, what is customer churn? So, when customers stop doing business with a company, it is a massive problem. So, studies have also shown that acquiring a new customer costs 5 to 25 times more than retaining an existing one. And for telecom companies, which is our use case today, the average churn rate can be as high as 20 to 30% annually, and that's a lot of money in lost revenue. So, what if we could predict which customers are at risk before they leave? Yeah, and that's exactly what this application does. So, let's look at the overview of our application. Okay, so here's the application. As you can see, I've designed it with a modern dark themed UI that looks professional. So, this app has main four sections. Firstly, it is the home page where you can see all our data overview. And second one is the exploratory analysis with interactive charts and insights. The third one is a predict churn section, which is used for making churn prediction and is the star of the application. Last one is the model performance section, which shows how accurate our model is by comparing the different models which I have used in here. Also, here is a little about project section and the different tech stack that I have used here. This navigation is also clean and intuitive, making it easy for users to explore and analyze the data. So let's begin with the home page. Um, on the home page, we can immediately see the key metrics that matter. So we have 7,021 customers in our data set and 20 different feature sets are also used to help us understand the customer behavior. And now this is really cool. I can click on view sample data to see the actual customer records. Look at this table with all the customer information like the different demographics, services used, and all different details like billing, and of course whether they have churned or not in the last section. Um, So that the app also highlights key insights. Like for example, we can see 26.4% is the churn rate. Like out of 7,021 customers, 1,857 customers have actually churned. And the data set that I have used here is from Kaggle, which you can find. And this is a glance of the home page. So we also have different numerical features like tenure and charges, as well as categorical figures like contract types and payment methods. All of this feed into our prediction model. Now let's look at the second section, which is exploratory analysis. So this is where actually the data science meets business intelligence. First up, we have the churn distribution. Here you can see different charts, interactive charts to be precise, which shows the split between customers who have stayed versus who have left. And this gives uh, the baseline which is required. So first up, we have the churn distribution. And the second one, we look at the demographics. Here, see, we can select the features which are present. So let's see how gender affects the churn. After selecting gender as a feature, we can see that the churn rate is pretty similar across both the genders, namely male and female. From the graph, we can clearly see that. And moving on to the services, the app analyzes which services customers use, like the phone service, internet type, online security, etc. And let us look at one different service, which is internet service. Oh, so we can see here that the users with fiber optic, they have a much higher churn rate than DSL user, and that's something actionable intelligence right here. Okay, so moving to the numerical feature, uh, we can see that there are different features that we can compare to. Now let us select monthly charges. So here the visualization show that customers with higher monthly charges, so they are more prone to churn, and this type of data is really gold for analysts and the different teams. So here we can see different types of graphs which can be used to represent. Here it is a box plot representation. So the last section here is the feature correlations, which help us to compare how two different features are related to each other. So more the darker gradient of blue, more the features are related to each other. Now moving to the third section, which is the main application. Let's make some prediction. So this application gives us two ways to predict. We can either predict for a single customer or upload a batch prediction like by uploading a CSV file. So let's start with a single customer prediction. Uh, okay, so this is a comprehensive form where we can manually enter all the different details. So for example, let's enter few details: gender, female, partner, no, internet service, optic, tech support, yes. I'm just randomly filling all these details. Contract, let's keep it 1 year. Um, monthly charges, let's keep it like that only. Billing type, yes. Electronic check, credit card automatic. And now let's predict. So after prediction, the results are as follows. We can see that the predicted result is no churn, which is roughly around 23.3%. Also, the risk level here indicates that it is a low risk customer, along with different details like confidence and action priority. And one of the key features here, the notable one is that actions are also recommended here, like based on the risk level of the customer. Certain action plans are also mentioned, like you can see offer referral program incentives. Okay, so this was the single customer prediction. Let's look at the batch prediction just for the sake of it. And here we can browse files, and I already have a sample customers CSV file here, which I will upload. So after uploading, you can see it shows that 20 customers were found in it. And we can also look at the preview of the uploaded data with all the different features and parameters mentioned. So let's predict. So here's the result, and you can see that out of 27 predicted churn, and which is 35% churn rate. And here you can also see all the predictions, like you can see the different matrices like churn prediction, whether they will churn or not for individual customer with their probability. So this data is really important for the business people. So we get predictions for all customers in one shot, um, and business can also export this filter high-risk customers, and create targeted retention campaigns. That's the power of automation. So here's just the same thing, but in graphical representation. So now let us look at the last section, which is model performance. And yeah, now you might be wondering like how accurate is this model? So here's something really cool. I didn't just build one model, but I tested three different machine learning algorithms and compared them. So look at this comprehensive comparison table. We have logistic regression, which is the baseline model. The second one is the random forest, which is an ensemble method, and XGBoost, which is a gradient boosting algorithm. So the table shows all different matrices like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, ROC, AUC, and you can also see the yellow highlights, which shows model performance, which is the best one for each metric. So we can see that random forest has achieved the highest accuracy at 77.5%, which is impressive. And here's the visual comparison. So this bar chart makes it super easy to see how each model performance across all metrics. So light blue is for accuracy, then this green one is for ROC, AUC, etc., etc. So after all this comparison, here the winner is XGBoost with an F1 score of 0.6235, and it provides the best balance between precision and recall, which is crucial for churn prediction. And why you ask? Because we want to catch customers who are likely to churn, but we don't want too many false alarms. So XGBoost gives us that sweet spot. So this level of transparency, showing multiple models and their trade-off, is exactly what you need when presenting ML solutions to the stakeholders. Okay, so this was the overview of my project. Before we wrap up, let me highlight some technical aspects that make this app special. First, the UI. I've built it with Streamlit and custom CSS, featuring modern dark theme and smooth animations. We have also used interactive plot tree charts, session state management for smooth user experience. And under the hood, I'm using ML with Scikit-learn, including pre-processing pipelines, hyperparameter tuning, etc. So everything is version controlled on GitHub, and the project is available on the GitHub along with it is also ready to be deployed. So now you ask what's the real value of an application like this? For businesses, it is very useful as it helps reduce customer churn by roughly 15 to 25% through proactive interventions, increases the lifetime of the customer value, and can also be used to make data-driven decisions instead of gut feelings. And that's all about my project that addresses and solves real problems with measurable impact. Thank you.